Highlighters on the dress, a bad bitch Vanessa, yes or no, key just pressing, my lane is reckless, or strong, they can feel the presence, wheel and deal, they can feel the pressure, fashion over Bay like the dresser, got some issues, I wouldn't press it, y'all crash dummy shit, don't impress it, talk too crazy cause captain, say sippin' that, he just acting, we can shoot a movie, getting active, these niggas fool the thing family, I stayed humble, now I'm snapping, we was on the outs, now we back in, boy I'm eased up, pieced up, young nigga creased up, no slacking, yeah. Fuck niggas wanna kill me. Only real nigga feel me. This behind the music, this is fire to it. If it's wide, better feel me. This is everything I ever wanted. I just push up on it and she know the play. Name leaves stains on the brain. When I bless the game, she ain't knowing what to say. Ain't nothing in between God and kings. That's a direct link like the Pharisees.
Ain't nothing in between God and kings.
God. Yordan Alvarez.
Yes.
Your cousin.
Oh, man. It was
an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. Well, it got to the point Nick and I were at work watching the game, and we had all of our coworkers sitting there with us going, oh, my fucking God. There was two people that don't even watch baseball, and then two of them that think they know baseball, and all of them were just like, oh, my God. Ah!
It was it was. My head hurts a little bit now. Afterwards, I think
I am sleepy. After that,
I'm like
I told them at work. I was like, imagine how fucking Mancini felt earlier.
Fuck
when it
him.
When it was like up to him. You know, he had the chance to like hit someone in and tie the game and everything. I was like, imagine how stressed you would feel walking out there like that.
Fuck him. He
like,
played the worst. Him and Altuve. Altuve and Verlander, the little sex strip thing they got going on, they all suck.
I was like, I would walk out there and just have a seizure immediately from the stress.
Oh nah. That's what bitches do.
Hey,
I'd love to be in that position. Fuck that.
I got epilepsy. It's not up to me. The second I get too stressed, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I would have probably passed.
Yeah, Verlander got rocked. I was getting pissed off.
Oh yeah. Me and Nick were talking about it, and it was like his ERA said that he had like some of the worst in the first like playoff game or whatever, like when he has to open it.
He had no command today.
64.
None. He had no velocity. I think he was wondering why he couldn't throw hard today, and then he was trying to find it because he only hit 95. That was his top for the day.
Yeah, he found a little bit, and he started doing good. Like
he started doing good because he was throwing breaking balls. And then he threw a fastball that got fucking cranked by the biggest bum on that team with the bat. How the fuck does Crawford crank that on you?
I think JP Crawford hit that shit like 2 stories.
They said that fool had 1 home run in the past 5 months.
Yeah. All I know is I won $90 on this game today.
You bet all on Julio Rodriguez.
I did not. I put Crawford in. in. He hit that home run.
Bayou did his thing, bruh.
Bayou came in and solidified that inning and a half, I believe, that he was in there.
He did 5 outs.
Yeah, he was legit. Then I was wondering about the Christian Javier thing. Like, I was like, ooh, okay, so that must mean.
I think they were really trying to see if he can, how long it took him to get warm. In my heart, I think Dusty Baker conceded a loss. He was like, okay, I don't know if we're going to catch him. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. You can't even be mad about the Javier home run he gave up because he pitches the contact or he makes you completely miss. So, I mean, I ain't tripping on that.
I don't know. It was a cool game, though. I mean, like, throughout the whole thing, me and Nick are at work just going, this fucking sucks. Nick was like, we're losing. Like, we're not going to win. This is done. They say all the time that the team that loses the first game never comes back to win the whole thing. And then
I wouldn't worry about it.
You're texting us the whole time going, there's still a lot of baseball to be played. And I was like, yeah, we'll see.
You have to think about it. If we lost today, y'all are still fucked because you showed us, you tipped your hand. For one, Castillo is your pitcher for game 2, right? What does Castillo do? 98 to 100 mile an hour, 2-seam, 4-seam fastball, low 90s slider. And you brought in your closer who does the same thing, but faster. So you basically told me, like, it's not going to get worse than this, and we got 2 fucking hits off of it, so we're good. Fuck you.
Yeah. It was
Shout out to fucking Hensley. That boy did his thing in that at bat in the fucking
did.
ninth inning.
He did. Nick was like, "Oh, Hensley's up to bat." He goes, "Yo, Hensley's been looking good lately. Let's see." And then he hit that fucking single, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they put Myers in for him, and I was like, "Myers pretty fast. Let's see how this goes."
I did not like when Dusty pitch hit 2 batters in a row though.
Yeah, that was weird.
I would have pitch hit for probably McCormick first, and then kept Aletmus on the bench, and then pitch hit for either Mancini's sorry ass or Maldonado.
Yeah,
It seems like he was like, okay, now we can have a chance to win. He rushed it a bit and was just trying to go for it then. But man, it was
the best part. Nick and I are leaving work, and Nick's sitting in his truck. He goes, "Bro, look, I'm gonna play the game on the radio. If they win, I'm pulling over to make a picture right now." And I'm like, "Okay." I got DraftKings open to see because I don't got an antenna on my truck to listen, and I'm driving, and I just happened to look down at one point, and everything turned orange, and it said he hit the home run. I see the orange, and I go, "What?" And I look up, and Nick's got his flashers on, pulling over to the side of the road. I was like, "Ah!"
No, in the 8th inning when Tucker caught that ball that was going to be a home run, Calvin texted me, and he was like, "Tucker, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude's a beast." And then I just sent him a text back right away that said, "Please, God, we need 3 runs," right? So then Hensley gets on base, Altuve gets out, and then Pena gets the base hit, and he just sends me a text that says, "Pena!" And I was like, bro, I know, I'm watching. Sent him a text back that said, "Pray to God that we fucking get a walk-off." And as sure as shit, I sent that text, and he hit that bitch. And I was like, oh, thank God. There is a God.
It was funny. We're watching the game at work, and they hit that shit, and I'm just looking. I'm like,
I got like 5 calls within the hour after that. Like, hey, I stopped watching. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
They hit that ball. They hit that ball that Tucker caught, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, that's out. It's gone. That's the game right there. And it goes flying, and Tucker just out of nowhere jumps up and snags that bitch, and I'm like, what the hell? And Nick goes, what happened? I was like, Tucker shouldn't have caught that, but he did. Holy shit.
Nah, he had 10 feet on the wall, but
no, I know.
mean,
I
didn't think that I thought it was going out.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I was like, Tucker shouldn't have caught that. But then they showed the other angle, and I was like, oh, it was going to hit the wall, and that was easily going to be a triple, maybe a double, maybe a triple, you know? And
that was the problem. That's why they were fucking rocking Verlander today, because they were hitting balls, but they weren't hitting them hard.
That's what that's what Nick said.
They were getting in the gaps, and I can't remember, but like a double play that Verlander got an infield out, where the infielders actually did anything.
Yeah. Nick was like, they're doing what we do. They're not trying to kill the ball. They're just focused on getting on base. And I was like, yeah, they keep hitting doubles, singles, all kinds of shit.
Bregman killed that ball.
He did.
They came in with a good game plan. I mean, they said it. I believe it was like the 5th. They talked to their manager, and he was saying that he goes, "Oh, we came in, guys wanted to do something different, you know, and they're really capitalizing on it." And I was like, "Yo, motherfuckers, y'all doing our game right now. Y'all trying to beat us at our own game, and fuck that."
I told you I wasn't making excuses, but the fact that we had days off and it was a day game, I think that fucked with us a little bit.
What scared me was me and Caleb were watching the Braves game, and I remember their pitcher, and that boy got rocked. And all I kept hearing the whole damn game was like, when you have 6 days off, when you have 6 days off. And then my tweets started coming in. It's like, oh.
But you got to think about it, is if you're used to like going about your day to warm up at a certain time, when you say do that shit 6 hours earlier, it fucks with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the schedule. It looks like we have literally 2 or 3 o'clock every freaking game.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about, like, if it does go 5 games, we'll play Saturday and Sunday there, and then Monday here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a quick fucking turnaround.
Yeah. We were watching it, and like Nick said, we were watching the Braves game, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, damn, the Phillies look really good, and I bet on them really high on this fucking DraftKings thing. And he was like, yeah, the Phillies do look really good. And a little while later, it was like 7-1. And I was like, what the hell?
It made a difference for them to play on Saturday and then again today. It really did, in my opinion.
It did. And then when our game started, immediately, Verlander, it was like, what was it in the first inning, Nick? It was like 30 pitches?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he had like 24, I think.
He had like 30-something pitches like within the first 2 innings, and I was like, dog, what the fuck?
That's why I just text you. I was like, just give me 5 innings, bro. Give me 5 innings, and we'll get ourselves a chance.
We were sitting at work, and I looked at DraftKings, and it said, because Nick had turned the game off, we are getting ready to leave, and it said Bregman hit that home run and brought Alvarez in, and I looked at Nick and I said, Bregman just brought Alvarez in. It's 7-5 now. And he goes, what? And he started turning the game on a little while later, and I was like, oh shit.
He hit a fucking tank, bro.
He did.
And the bad thing is he threw Mancini that same bullshit fucking hanging slider, and he did absolutely nothing with. Ooh, Mancini pissed me off today. Fucking shout out to Yuli though. Yuli balled the fuck out. I told y'all just deal with this bullshit, and it'll fucking pay off.
Yuli cranked that home run like right away. I was like, dog, all right.
What is his? I think his ERA is like 700 almost right now for just the one game he had today. It was at like 644.
But it's like Pedro Martinez said. He was like, okay, he can't get no worse. Yeah. And he ain't gonna show up and play 2 bad games. So
750 is ERA.
Verlander. So I feel bad for whoever has to. But this is what happened fucking last time. Is we went to Seattle, they fucked him up, and then he fucking won like 10 games in a row.
Yeah. The thing with, I mean, I think it is truth is like you said, the 6 days off, him being in a. We know Verlander. Verlander likes 3 days off and then getting right back into it. And you could tell by the interviews he was doing where he's like, of course I'm nervous. He goes, this is the postseason. It's a different, it's only 5 games. You're starting off the tempo of it, all that. And then, of course, this is his first playoff game since 2019.
For real.
That's a lot of pressure. So I kind of understood it. I mean, going forward, seeing how his game is, this one you kind of wash it away a little bit because Yordan saved the day. Team stepped up. But next game, he had his family there, and that boy went off.
I put him in as my team captain on one of the DraftKings things. He had 48 points.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
I was like, oh man, it was a fun game, emotional roller coaster. I guess that's what October does for us.
Yeah.
When Yordan hit that ball and their coach Scott Service seen the contact, he rolled his eyes, and I was like, this motherfucker is mad. When you get outsmarted by Dusty, you're dumb. So
and they said it when he took his closer out and he brought in his other pitcher,
Robbie Ray. We fuck Robbie Ray up every time we see him. That's why they got Castillo. Why are you going to bring him in the highest leverage situation possible?
It's okay because we won. I don't care what they brought him in.
I get that, but that is what I'm saying. That is the dumbest shit in the world. That's like saying I'm going to leave Steph Curry open for a wide open 3.
I would. From the other,
because he lobbed that bitch up there to Yordan and he cranked it, bro. Yeah, that shit was so funny to me.
I'm telling you, I'm driving home. I see everything turn orange, and I was like, no fucking way. And I look up, and Nick's already pulling off to the side of the road. I was like, yep.
I literally almost crashed into the car next to me because I was watching on my phone, and I'm driving, and all I hear is the guy say it. And all he first says, he goes, I don't know why they're bringing him in. This is going to be an interesting call on how it plays out. And then literally, boom, home run. I hear the guy yell, and I'm like, holy shit.
But Pedro Martinez said, he's like he didn't call him dumb, but I am. It's like, you are dumb as fuck because you just threw that pitch and he tried to knock the cover off of it and fouled it, and you threw it again. Like, you threw the same pitch in the same location and thought nothing was gonna happen.
I seen the foul pop up, and I was like, damn. And then he had a ball, and then very next thing, home run. I was like, damn.
Poke the bear, motherfucker. That's what you did. Man, the fucking Yankees are hitting right now.
I know that. Well, homeboy messed up the fucking play also. They said Yordan Alvarez made history, though, as Alvarez's walk-off home run passed Kurt Gibson for the biggest win probability swing ever in a playoff game. I think he broke
I love it.
I want to call that a LeBron record, but
Yordan Alvarez is also the first player in MLB postseason history to hit a walk-off home run with their team trailing by multiple runs. Boy, breaking record. You can have the MVP, Judge. I'll take you. We'll take a.
I told you from the get-go, we're playing for a different trophy than him.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Hey, fucking Pena, that ball that he caught
Double
when
play?
somebody tried to steal second, no, and he picked the ball off of an ugly fucking throw, and he still got the runner. I was like, that's why Correa's not here. That's why right there.
They're finally talking about it. Dusty finally said some stuff. He said Jeremy Pena is, a big reason why the cushion of losing Correa hasn't hurt so much, because he stepped up and actually took in that responsibility as, hey, I'm not expecting you to do everything he does. I mean, you've already done more than he does in the freaking postseason last year.
For real.
I ain't
gonna lie though, in his first couple at bats, he was pissing me off because he was literally swinging at everything.
Yeah.
They threw a ball that went way over there that looked like that fucking field goal we missed last week against San Diego, and he still swung at it. And I was like, oh, don't do that, bro. But he had a clutch hit, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, he did. Very clutch hit.
All right. Let's talk about the negatives, because there are always negatives. What's up with Altuve?
I don't know.
I think they're just.
I think
if you go pitch for pitch, like on that last at bat, he almost had a hit. The first pitch he saw, he hit that bitch and it barely went foul. When he gets behind an account, he's dead in the water. That's all it is with him. So if he's gonna be aggressive early and swing and foul shit off, then you're not really helping us.
Okay.
I think he'll be fine either way. He always figures out a way to fix it up. But I don't know, man.
He's the leader.
You always think about it like this, Nick. Here's how I think about it. Is he capable of offering you a performance to win one game?
Hell yeah. That's why I'm not.
Then we only need 3. He did his job. Yordan did his job today. We need 3.
I ain't worried about it. I mean, from the looks of it, either Yordan, Bregman, or Altuve is going to carry the offense.
I have absolutely nothing to worry about. How many runs did they have today?
7.
6 of them were Verlanders. He went out in the 4th, so y'all went 5 innings of us pitching 4 different people, and you got 1 run. We're good. Fuck y'all. Yeah. You take Verlander out of today's equation, we'd have blown y'all the fuck out of the water.
What about Mancini? Do you think you keep him in?
I wouldn't. If he's playing DH, I'm not playing. I don't like it. I really don't. I would rather have Christian Vasquez there.
I'd rather have Vasquez or Diaz, I feel, as my hitting. It's weird because Dusty said he wants more offense, of course, against this team. And from what Mancini's not giving you at all, because he's not really doing anything out there right now. He's struggled before postseason. Now he's struggling as it goes in. I don't know if I want one. I already have Maldi, so I don't know if I want him also struggling.
Well, I feel like this. Just say, for instance, we tied that game and we had to go another 2 innings. You literally only have Dubon on the bench.
Yeah.
So think about it like this. I kind of just say fuck it and leave Yordan in left field, which means I need a designated hitter. I'm going to put Christian Vasquez there because I want to get your bat swinging in the event that, say, I do want to bring in Letmus Diaz and say, okay, now you're my DH and I'm moving Christian to catcher. And then Maldi can go sit down. So now I literally have the 2 good bats in there. Aside from, like, what you did today is you pitch hit both of them back to back, and then you had no spot to play it.
Yeah.
I want to stagger them and keep somebody available at all time. And then worst case scenario, you'll have Mancini last to bat if you need to. Yeah. I mean, just Mancini's he's just not swinging the bat. He's scared of something. I don't know what the fuck it is. This is his first playoff game ever too. So
I'm hoping it was jitters. I'm hoping that, just the game was different. I mean, people know his history of, him almost missing the game, his first playoff game now. He's one of the oldest ones, and this is his first game in his career in the playoffs. So maybe it got to him.
Here's what I see for Mancini. You haven't did enough for me to put faith in you to ask for a lot of production.
Yeah.
If you can do what Jason Castro did last year in Boston and say, fuck it, I'm going to just come in, you giving me 2 at-bats today, and get a hit, which helped win a game, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use a Letmus Diaz bat. I'm going to use Christian Vasquez bat. That's just the way it is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a good way to look at it, too, though. But
they don't ever ask me.
I know they don't. They just listen to us and steal our shit.
Sorry, sons of bitches.
$40 each time.
I do
Yep.
want to say I got yelled at on my Facebook because
Oh, that's not
All right.
surprising.
we were losing, and all year I've been pretty good at not talking shit. This whole week I talked shit, and I talked shit about the Texans for the first time, and we know what happened. We'll get into
What
that
you
later.
said? What you said, Willie?
I said this team was sucking ass because I had watched a 6-6 game for the longest. I started
Yeah, I mean, it was
shit,
boring.
and we got that. So today I was like, you know what? Today's the fucking day I started talking some shit. And I started talking shit that Justin Verlander in the first inning looked like Max Scherzer in that damn game that he got his ass beat. And then I said that I was like, well, I guess on to game 2 and shit. And then we ended up winning. And I always say in baseball, it's only crazy if it doesn't freaking work.
I tell you what don't work. Did you see our dumbass fans, instead of using rally caps, what they put on their head?
What was I didn't see. Was it like gold something, right? It was,
They were taking their shoes off and putting their shoes on their head.
no, that's a Seattle thing.
That's what the Seattle people do.
It was our people doing it though.
Oh, what the hell? Why were they stealing that shit?
I have no
probably
clue.
being
I
like-
don't know. I seen those two fat bitches in the front row in the Seattle gear. Soon as the ninth inning came up and Hensley got on base,
And they
she
shouldn't
put her fat fucking paw in her fat fucking face, and she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yep, I know what's about to happen here."
You see that little white kid crying?
Yes, one of our bitch ass little fans.
You could get his dad and their mom in the comments. That's my son right there.
Be like, tell him.
I don't give a fuck.
Tell him
Oh,
quit crying.
man.
It's a sport.
I tell you what's hilarious to me. I'm gonna tell you what makes the whole Henley situation. I can't get over this because I don't know if y'all know how he made the roster. So the final playoff roster spot was either supposed to go to Will Smith or Mouton, but Mouton got so mad that he gave a base hit up to his brother. He punched a locker and broke a finger. So then it came down to Hensley and Will Smith, and they were like, "Now we'll take the bat."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
me and Nick
wondering
found
why
out
they
about that
like,
today at work.
It's hilarious. Thank you, Will Smith and Mouton.
That was
Oh
great.
yeah, I did, man. I was cracking the hell up because when I was watching the Braves game, they almost brought Jake Odorizzi in, and then they got a hit and they took him right back out. And I was like, damn, I'm glad we don't have to even worry about that dude making our damn roster.
Let me tell you why Yordan Alvarez is the best player in baseball to me. Let me tell you why. Not even what he did with the bat. He played left field today. He tried to catch a ball up on the wall. He missed it. Barely fucking missed it, right? The very next at bat, he threw that son of a bitch out like it was nobody. He threw a strike better than Verlander today from fucking 250 feet. That's what a baseball player does.
I mean, what was it? Dusty said it. He goes, he's basically looking like a Golden Glover out there in left field. As he
I wouldn't go that far. He's got an arm.
Well, I'm saying as he progresses, I mean, compared to what we have out there, I think is what he kind of meant.
I'll say this. It's not that much of a drop off from Brantley.
Yeah. And I'll take, man. As much as I miss Brantley, get well soon, bro. But as much as I miss him, I'm glad Alvarez is learning the position so we can have him out there the whole time, not just at DH and all that stuff. Because his arm is proving when he's doing stuff on defense now and doing stuff on offense. That's why you gave him that contract.
If Brantley was healthy enough to swing a bat, but he can't because he's a bitch, I would be so confident. My shit talking would go to a whole nother level because my confidence would be sky high.
I would have brought him in. Mancini going out, bro.
Can get any higher.
Yeah, it can. It can always get higher.
I said, how?
Are you the same animal or the same beast? Whatever. What the fuck does
You
that
the
mean?
same animal and a different beast. What
Just
the
turn
fuck
it
does
up,
that
bro.
mean, Kobe Bryant?
You have another level all the way to death.
Oh, man,
That's
that's
true.
funny.
Depends on how.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd prefer a lot more calming game on Thursday. Probably
No.
like 5-0 would do me well.
Shoot, man. I don't know if I can deal with another roller coaster. the
Oh yeah,
rest
this
of the
playoff
week.
baseball. I'm gonna say this too. I'm surprised that game went by that fast.
I was expecting to be at work until like 7 almost, watching it on my phone or speeding home just like watching on my TV. Yeah.
I was really surprised that game was only like 4 hours almost.
I think because there wasn't, even when there was like pitching changes, they weren't like crazy pitching changes. It was like they already had the people warmed up already in there.
Dude, I was even surprised they pitched Hunter Brown today.
I know.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was like the least nervous person. That dude, I don't know if he's just like ballsy or retarded, but I can tell you one thing: he ugly. Ooh, that fool ugly. They showed him from the outfield, and he was standing there, and I was like, that looks like a fucking pro pitcher. Like, that's a bad dude. And then the camera spun around and showed his face. I was like, what the fuck is Michael Myers doing? This is an ugly son of a bitch if I ever seen one.
Slashing them K's up.
Yep.
Oh man,
it was dope though.
He looks like he looks like he really, really liked NSYNC when he was in high school.
Well, if that's the case, then fucking we'll buy him the CDs because I think he hit 99 on a fastball today. I'm good with it.
5.
We're 10 wins away from our goal now.
Yes, sir. Something like that.
Yep. 10 wins.
How many games do you think this series goes?
I think it goes 4.
I think if they have a chance of winning the game, it'll be against McCullers.
I was honestly surprised that McCullers got named 3rd over Javier, only because of how he is. He's emotional at times, but I like it. But I do feel being over there in their house, especially the way the game was going, I was like, ooh, this is going to be a little tougher on it. But then I had to realize that this is a dude that literally played them last time when they sold out the damn stadium, saying they were going to whoop our ass. And he literally went on Twitter and said, you think we give a fuck? And then went over there and dominated the shit out of them.
The only thing that worries me about McCullers is they love breaking balls. They'll swing it, and that's all he's throwing.
Yeah.
God forbid they get a hold of one.
So let's say we make it to the next round after 3. Do y'all start Verlander again?
Yep. Well, I sure as fuck ain't gonna sit him for very long. That was the problem, is they did simulation games and they didn't play no starters.
Yeah.
So Verlander hadn't pitched in like more than a week.
Yeah.
Crazy.
If you played sports of any kind at any level, you'll know there's no simulation than actually playing. So I don't give a fuck if you go put a reliever in there against a fucking batter. It's just still not like playing playoff baseball. We just had to get our shit together. That's all it was. It just took 5 innings.
It'd be like when I'd roll my ankle, I couldn't go skate for like a week, so I'd play Skate 3 or Tony Hawk for like a week straight, and I'd be like, I could do this shit. But then I go out there and I couldn't do what I was doing on the game. I'd be like, okay, never mind.
No, it's like when you fucking think like you go shoot around playing basketball and you're just shooting and then you actually play in about 5 minutes into the game, you can't fucking breathe and your lungs are about to fucking fall out your ass. You're like, oh fuck, this is not like shooting around.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. This game was fun for sure. It I guess looking at game 2 now with Framber coming in, are you worried? Or are you not?
Not even a little bit. Not even fucking a little bit.
I mean, they have their ace on the course, you know. But
you got to think about it though. It's like they're 1 and 2 hitters. Them fools went like 6 for 10 with like 5 RBIs.
Yeah.
You stop that shit, like, and then you didn't. They really didn't do nothing. Just a couple people did, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the pitcher I was honestly worried about was the one that pitched today, because for some reason this whole season he's had our number a bit in the regular season. But I mean, Luis Castillo, give him his respect. We saw what he can do. The reason why they brought him there from what he did a week ago. But I think you said it in one of our text messages, like, this is a guy that we can hit on. And
yes, we can. You the way that he pitches, he's just so good at what he does, he'll never change it. He's just gonna keep doing. If you get it, you get it, but he's not gonna change. So if his fastballs are that fast, but he pitches them kind of in the zone, right-hand batters need to sit on the fastball. Don't chase the changeup. Don't chase slider. Left-handed batters, don't worry about fastball. Wait for the breaking ball and hit that. I think our left-handed bats are gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna call it right now. Tucker gets a home run in the next game.
Alvarez too?
I don't know about Alvarez. I have a strong feeling that he gonna see a couple intentional walks in this next game.
Probably.
Yeah, for
I wouldn't
sure.
doubt it.
Make somebody else. I think for me, for sure, I think the leader is going to either be Tucker, or I think this is a game where Altuve steps up. He seems to have like a few where he does bad. I mean, we've seen it before. He'll have a game, and then you see him come in the next game or the 2 games from now, and he just finds his groove, and he just is
See, to me, it's the opposite. Not to contradict you, but I just know how Castillo pitches. What a fucking dumbass.
That's all
Castillo pitches, and I know their habits. Like, if he starts throwing sliders down and away, Alvarez might chase that.
Yeah.
Yuli might chase that. Pena definitely is going to chase that. But then, on the same logic, you have a dumb motherfucker like McCormick who will chase it, but he hits it. So, I don't know.
I don't know. It'll be fun. Hopefully, I don't have a mini heart attack like I did with this one.
Yeah, that was not fun.
All right, what are y'all projections for game 2?
I got Houston winning, but I don't think the next game is going to be a high score. It's going to be real low.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got Houston 3-1.
It's hard for me to predict the point, but I'm trying to think of who we didn't pitch today out of the bullpen. We didn't pitch Neris. Did you see him celebrating? That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
We didn't pitch Urquidy, so you'll probably see those two. But I have a strong feeling that they showed everything they had. Like, you showed me your best relief, and
they went.
Now what are they going to do? Yeah, they went for that game. We
went.
haven't seen Urquidy, Neris, Presley, Stanek, Garcia.
I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be fun, man. Oh man. Yeah,
I think if our starters give you 5, we win. If any starter goes 5, we win for us.
We arguably we have the best bullpen outside of everybody saying either us or Dodgers, of course.
Ooh.
But but yeah, we have those things. I think it's gonna be like 4-2.
I think it'll be something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Framber is consistent, but I'm not thinking he's gonna just not give up a run or two. I mean, it's playoff baseball.
They have sneaky good batters though. I forgot the dude's name. Their catcher, the one they call Big Dumper. Him, Suarez, the third baseman. Those fuckers can hit. So if Framber puts something out there, they'll tag it.
Yeah, France and what's the name, Rodriguez, we're going in today.
Rodriguez is fucking good. That's why I'm saying their number 1 and their number 2 killed us today. But you get to 3, 4, 5, we didn't give them shit.
The one that always scares me is Santana.
The one that always pisses me off is Crawford, because that motherfucker be stealing bases all the time too.
No, it just pissed me off. He hit a home run. Sorry, motherfucker.
You ain't gonna hit nothing the rest of this.
You're probably not.
Oh man! All right, Astros. You can give us many heart attacks as long as we get the chip.
Yeah.
If you ask me who I'm most worried about, is fucking Dusty, because he's still on. He was about to start panicking earlier.
He was Brian to break you up. Brian Brady back down. Brian Brady you up. Brian Brady back down.
Then we put runners on base. He goes to stand with the fucking relief pitchers. Like, where the fucking coach go? It's like he's down there.
People were texting me like, "Oh, dude, Dusty's done, bro. You need to take Verlander." I was like, "It's only the first," and they're like, "Yeah, but you're losing." I'm like, "Yeah, but if you're not gonna use your whole damn bullpen in game 1, what the hell? It's a chess match, bro." Like,
that's why I thought they for sure were gonna try to pitch Christian Javier the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I was like, he might concede this game and see if Javier can get us through it.
My biggest thing with that, for some reason, I have a feeling he did it more like, okay, go give me these, but also here's a little warm up for you, like a real game, because the emotions are there, the game's on the line and stuff. So, I mean, right now, Dusty, you're in good grace. Right now, we'll figure out. Hopefully, we get the World Series. You go off riding in the sunset, and we get to celebrate downtown for a whole few months.
Yeah. I still want to know who that bitch was sitting next to Crick Biggio.
I didn't get to see it because I stopped watching it.
It wasn't his wife because she looked kind of young, but that bitch was bad, bro.
You know, right? That was my daughter.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Tell her I said what's up.
Jesus.
Oh man! All right, well,
Kevin Porter Jr. was there today too.
let's fucking go. I love it. We're gonna get into him too, because them. Right now, I'm happy to be a Houston fan. We'll get into
Pretty
the other
much.
team. Houston Texans finally got a damn win.
Yes, we did.
I think it's 9 wins and over the Jags in a row or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They said. I was like,
Fuck them, they suck. The Jags, the Jags are gonna win the AFC South. The Jags, fuck them. We played 2 teams from the AFC South and we were better than both of them. So,
It's true.
come on, Titans.
it was a.
I don't know if we just play good, ugly football or they suck that bad. Like, I don't know what was going on.
Man, it's tough because the game they played with the Eagles was in the rain, so I had to take that with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
But they did really good with the Eagles, which are probably a Super Bowl contender. So for us to do good, I mean, one thing that I was looking at was like how good our defense is from holding their receivers from touchdowns. And I think
Right.
we've only given up like 2 this whole season. I mean, a lot of it's been our run defense that's gotten demolished.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the scheme, it's the players. Because they had a stat on the TV the other day about how Houston had the most missed tackles of anybody, right?
Yeah.
But they also lead the league in first contact closest to the line of scrimmage, which is like a yard from the line of which means you motherfuckers is getting there, you just don't do nothing when you do. So eventually that shit was gonna work. And I'm not trying to say I told them so, but they fucking put Garrett Wallow in there, and I said put the white boy in there, and he stopped them from passing the ball in the middle of the field. And so did Desmond King. Shout out to them too. They're like, no, that's just not happening today. And that's what they couldn't get first downs. My boy Derek Stingley got his first INT.
I didn't get to watch the game because I was in Old Town Spring.
That's why we won.
Wow, thanks. Thanks.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like,
Fuck y'all. They had the game on in one of the places I was at, and I watched Dameon Pierce run it in.
Dameon Pierce played his ass off.
Yeah.
the national media was when he did that run where he broke off of all the defenders.
When he almost scored and we thought he fumbled.
Yeah, everybody was like, "We haven't seen anything like this since Marshawn Lynch went beast mode." And
The whole thing that was funny about that play to me is he kind of did fumble, but it was only because our O lineman pulled him into the end zone by his ball carrying arm, and I was like, "Hey, don't do that."
Yeah, it's like stop it. Hey.
Yeah, he played his ass off. Hey, this might be the only time I'm gonna do it. You might want to timestamp what I'm about to say. I don't think I'm gonna say this ever again, but Rex Burkhead bailed us out on the 3rd and 8. Like we were deep, we were about to get a safety, and this motherfucker bailed us out, and I was like, "All right, bro, you can stay another week. Good job."
He said, "Good job, the Rex Burkhead." You know, I seen people on the internet talking about our little running back situation there, and they're always like, "Why would they even put Rex Burkhead in? Dameon Pierce should just be doing this all the time." And I'm like, you can't expect your running back to run the ball every single fucking play, and you can't expect him to stay in the game 100% of snaps either, because at some point he's gonna have to take a break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is catching the ball a little bit better. He just don't go nowhere with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess baby steps. Yeah.
He's anchored in it.
I really feel like sometimes he catches the ball and he looks at both end zones because he's not sure which one to go to.
God damn it.
For real. And then when he's a running back, he's just like, I'm just running that way.
Yeah.
I'll go get you the football. I'll get you the football.
I mean,
He did his thing.
Burkhead has done better at the blocks also. Like, I mean, he's no Tony Pollard because I saw Tony Pollard let Cooper Rush get demolished on a block this week. So I was like, you know what, Burkhead? You're not that bad. You're not that bad at doing what I need you to do. Protect Davis Mills out there.
I texted y'all this too. My new favorite player, Troy fucking Hairston. That's a real football player right there. I don't know if you didn't see the game, so I know you didn't hear it. I don't know if you caught it, but right before he scored that touchdown, like a couple plays before that, Dameon Pierce was kind of about to call for a sub. And then Troy Hairston walked over to him and he said, "Just follow me. Don't be extra. Just follow me." And he started blowing people up for him. And I was like, I fucking love it. That's a football player right there.
Is that going to be your jersey after you get Mills?
Maybe. Let's see what Mills does. Mills, he didn't piss me off.
Oh, okay.
People didn't want to admit that he had a pretty good game. I mean, it was kind of boring in the beginning, but
it was boring in the beginning. But think about it. They ran like a 20-yard out route to Brandon Cooks twice. Both times he hit Brandon Cooks in the hands. Both times Brandon Cooks dropped it. So I mean, it's like he did his part. That's why we're punting the ball because I mean, surprisingly we didn't have that many penalties either.
What he needs to do is he needs to listen to some UGK before every single game, and he'll be so turned up that he'll be able to do anything.
Who?
Davis Mills.
No, Davis Mills is not the problem because Nico Collins played like a real wide receiver.
I didn't say he was the problem. I'm just saying. I said he'll be turned up and he'll fucking do even better.
Nico Collins played like a real receiver, and you could tell the difference. At one point, he just threw a ball up there, and he's like, "This is going out, or you go get it." And he went to get it.
That's what's up.
Jumped up, came down, talked shit to the defender, walked to the bench. I was like, who the hell is that? I was like, oh shit, it's Nico Collins there.
He balled the fuck out in the fourth quarter for us. Him and Pierce.
Yeah. I would also like, I know it's not the Texans, but I would also like to say Zach got lucky this week because Darren Waller got hurt, or else I would have won.
No, because I had 2 zeros on mine. Dalton Schultz gave me a 0.
I know, but I would have won if he didn't get hurt. That's what I said.
1 point for my because they didn't use their tight end at all.
I know, but they would have used Waller. That's the point.
No, that's where it goes back to you don't know football because they play such a strict ass zone defense that all you had was Josh Jacobs checks downs. I even told Nick on the stream, I said they're checking down to Josh Jacobs this whole time because that's all they're giving him, and they're gonna let Caleb beat me.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. If Waller had played, I would have won.
Well, let me say you're full of shit.
I just want to say this, OJ Howard, you freaking suck. That damn play, the ball went right to your freaking back, and you turned this way, and the ball hit you and shit. And then you
if the Raiders were asking for something reasonable for Waller, would you do that?
Hell yeah.
But what is reasonable to you?
OJ Howard, no, just kidding.
Now it'll have to be picks. They'll want picks, but to me, he's definitely not worth the first pick, and I'm struggling to give up a second.
I'll give a first for Kyle Pitts, not for Waller.
Yeah, for sure. Will you give up a second round pick for Waller?
Man, I don't know. He's kind of injured.
Maybe if it's like a late second round pick.
Or somebody else's. Do we got anybody else's second round?
A Houston Rockets Brooklyn pick.
I don't know what we have.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think Waller wants to be there anyway. So,
yeah. Does anybody want to be on the Raiders? I mean,
I don't think Waller wants to be there since they learned that they have multiple players that they could throw to that aren't Darren Waller.
I mean, ever since Derek Carr can't not look at Devontae Adams the whole time, it's like, bro, quit. That progression's gone. Look somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he's not going to be there next week or the week after the bye, so I mean.
Yeah, he's probably going to be suspended for pushing that photographer. So that helped us out. I guess, week 6? No, it's week 7. Because we're off week
6, and then we turn around 7 on Thursday.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Philly.
Yeah. So, how do y'all think that game turns out? Vegas?
Depends on if the Texans listen to me, because I'm going to harp back on what I said something last week, is that you can't be loyal to people. Like, Jonathan Owens started the season good. He played like shit the other day. He can't play no more. Get him the fuck out of there. We need Tavares Thomas back. We need Christian Harris back. And I'm not going to say I told y'all so, but like 2 weeks ago I said, hey, it would be completely fine if you put Rasheem Green at D-tackle, and he shoved the fucking pocket back into Sunshine's face and swatted some balls down. So I don't want to say I told you so, but somebody said it.
I don't see why we need any of that when we have Christian Kirksey.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Fucking that bum. He didn't even, they took him out. They took that son of a bitch out too. Put Reeves Maben in there, which he didn't do nothing either, but he might.
Who's our rookie linebacker?
Christian Harris, he might come back this week. He's hurt.
Okay. No.
If he comes back, he ain't playing the whole game, I don't think.
Is that the white dude?
Nope. He a
There's
brother
a white-
from Alabama. Oh, you're talking about Henson?
I think so.
Cashman?
Maybe.
Wallow?
I don't know. There was people on the internet talking about some white linebacker that we got, and they were like, "This guy needs to be the starter. Him, Petrie, and Stingley together is lethal." And I was like,
It's Garrett Wallow. We drafted him from TCU. He's like a safety. He's a tweener because he's kind of small for a linebacker. He's too big for safety. He played slot. He played like right outside linebacker. He would go with the tight ends. That's what I'm saying. He would get in them passing lanes. He's like, y'all not passing this bitch in the middle of the field no more. It's not happening. No disrespect to Kamu, but it's like every time they see you lined up as a Mike backer, they're just like, just run at that fool and he'll let you go.
"Yeah, it was Garrett Wallow." I just looked it up to see. Yeah, that guy.
We drafted him last year, like in the third. No, it was later than that, like the 5th round.
Yeah.
He's a good fucking player. I like him. He played good the other day. Desmond King played good the other day. Petrie, fucking amazing. Stingley got his first INT. Stay in the fucking end zone though, Stingley, you idiot.
Yeah, don't.
I want a fucking Petrie jersey.
There was a lot of people trading their Deshaun Watson jerseys in for Petrie, and
If I had one, I would have traded it in too. But I never.
Yeah, I think I have a Deshaun Watson jersey.
you can trade it in.
If it's the Nike brand, you can trade it in.
I think I do.
Yeah, you can go trade them in right now.
They only want Nike.
Where at?
NRG.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
He can come back with a Davis Mills jersey.
Probably. Hey, can I get a White Mills jersey?
He'd be like,
But only if
"Why?"
y'all bringing it back next year. Just tell me right now, for real.
They'd be like, "Wait, why? You actually want it?"
Because
Dude, me and Nick were looking at the names that they had on there, and some of them, me and Nick were like, "Nah, you don't deserve to trade that shit in.
If you bought a
it on your own.
Brandon
That's something."
Whedon fucking jersey, you deserve that fucking shit.
I
There's
did see
no-
that list you sent me, and I was like, I don't even remember some of these motherfuckers playing
A
for us.
Philip Lindsay jersey, a Kiki QT jersey,
Yeah.
like
They had people that like signed a one-time, like, bro, who the fuck bought those jerseys? And somebody had to for them to put those damn names on there, but it's like, come on, dog, like, you deserve it. Like,
Who the fuck got an Angelo Blackson jersey? I didn't even know they made those.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
like David Johnson. Okay, you can return that one. I'll give you that. But like, I don't know, man. Oh
Who
wait,
the fuck bought a Randall Cobb jersey? You're at a David Johnson. Y'all dumb. I'll make him a deal. I'm gonna go up there with a Deshaun Watson jersey, and I'll be like, look, since I'm the only person that's willing to take this Davis Mills jersey, and y'all not sure if y'all keeping him or not, I'm gonna give you this Watson jersey, and I need a Mills jersey in each color.
Hold
So
on,
I need 3 for 1.
This is fucked up. It says you can turn in your Demaryius Thomas jersey, but I don't want to do that.
Why?
I wouldn't, because Demaryius Thomas died. I wouldn't want to do
I
that.
don't give a fuck, bro. You played here for 1 quarter. If I can get a free jersey out of this, let's do this.
It's not free. It's 44% off.
Yeah.
That's still not bad.
Who the hell got an AJ McCarron jersey, dog? You deserve to keep that shit.
You do, but he did play here for a while. We just never
Kenny
used him.
Stills.
Wide receiver.
No, I know who he is. I'm just like, why the hell? Like, save your money. Go buy
Hey,
some
what
more.
week do we wear the red helmets? That shit got to be coming up, don't it?
I think it's Thursday, isn't it? And we'll play the Eagles, I think.
Oh, I can't wait.
Gonna be a fun
Yeah,
one.
it should be on week 7.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna go trade in my Tyrod Taylor jersey.
Go for it.
If you bought a Tyrod Taylor jersey,
Put a
that's
Band-Aid
on
on
you.
it. Put a Band-Aid on the Tyrod Taylor jersey and take it back. It's like the jersey's hurt.
I bought it this way. This is how it came.
Damn. That boy out again.
All I can say is I ain't trying to hear no shit about Davis Mills because he played 2 quarterbacks from his draft this year, and he was actually the better quarterback both days. So,
Yeah. I mean,
fuck
he
you,
did really-
Sunshines. Fuck you, Justin Fields.
If you look at the numbers, I mean, he's not. I don't care what anybody. Everybody wants to say he's the worst damn quarterback. Clearly, you have not seen Baker Mayfield at this whole damn season. Clearly, you have not seen. I mean, Russell Wilson. Yeah, like you said right now. Freaking Matty Ice.
Justin Fields, like.
But it was like I was telling Avery the other day when we were doing Monday Night Football. Like, Oakland's defense came out super aggressive and they beat the shit out of Kansas City's O-line early in the game. Patrick Mahomes was getting sacked. His footwork was fucked up, and it was just like bad quarterback play. And I was like, why is not one person saying anything about that? Because if Davis Mills were to take that sack, it's because he don't know what he's doing. If Kenny Pickett takes that sack, it's because he don't know what he's doing. But that's not the case. It's just like there's just bad football being played, and the defense is making that shit look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because Mahomes has a ring.
Here's my question, since we're talking about the Texans. This is something that I can't get over. Were we good enough to win that game, or do we owe it all to Travon Walker being the biggest fucking idiot in the world?
Yes.
I would say both because
I was going to say it's probably a little bit of both.
Well, we're about to punt that ball. They're about to get the ball back. So,
yeah. I feel it's a lot of it. I mean, of course, that was his boneheaded dumb play for that shit. But also, we still had to go down there and get stuff. And, I mean, let's not, lie to ourselves. Our fourth quarters this season have been atrocious. So,
past 2 weeks, they've been way better.
I mean, so I think they're finally. It reminded me, like we've always said, it reminded me of the Rockets. They do enough to win, and then at the very end they lose. And that was.
But is that a bad thing?
No, I think it's what you want from a team that's rebuilding. That means you're doing the right direction. If I had like a team like like the Panthers, the instance made changes and you still suck, probably just as bad or worse from last year, then I'm more lost. I'm more lost at what the hell that team's doing, and they actually have star players in McCaffrey and DJ Moore. Because I don't know who the hell can even get you the damn ball now. Whereas my team, at least Davis Mills can get freaking Nico Collins, OJ Howard, or anybody damn the ball down there.
Well, here's my gripe. I don't understand why people keep shitting on us. It's like we consistently are competitive in the game. Like we've had a chance to win most of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And opposed to like a team like Detroit, who people hype and then they show up and lay a goose egg. It's like I don't even think we would do that.
Yeah, I don't think we would either.
Yikes.
I don't know.
Our defense is legit. I'll say it every fucking time we get on this bitch. Our defense is good enough to keep us competitive in our division. Even if we can't stop the run.
Yeah.
What do we have? A pick and 3 turnover on downs? We stopped you on 4th down 3 times, you dumbasses. You ain't learned to quit fucking with us?
No.
Of course not, because it's the Texans. They don't fucking think that they can do anything.
Remember, we suck, bro. That's why.
Well, when Trevor Lawrence threw that pick, everybody seen Stingley except him. So if we're the ones that suck, then what does that say about you? Stingley turned around and said, "I dare you to throw it," and he did.
I mean, it looks like the progress has come from week 1 to where we are now. Hopefully, it keeps building. I mean, we have a bye. Rest up, go get some barbecue, go watch the Astros.
I'll say from week 1 to the bye, the thing that got best is probably the O-line and the run game.
Yeah.
I think the D-line kind of regressed a little bit. And the secondary stayed pretty good. Shout out to Steven Nelson, too, because he made 2 open field tackles that were fucking big. Christian Kirk might have caught 2 balls in that game, and one of them he was finna try to get away from Nelson. He's like, nah, bitch, I'm going to hold your shoe. We're going to stay right here.
Like, hell no.
That's a damn shame Christian Kirk kills some of them other teams he comes as to get 2 catches. Travis Etienne balled out in that first half, though.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you have to, because we're talking about the Texans and Jags. So, I mean, we stopped that shit, though.
For the first time in a while. Oh, man. Well, all right, what do y'all got in 2 weeks from now? Texans.
Oakland.
Vegas, bro. Vegas.
My bad. To me, it'll always be
I
Oakland.
know. It's like I say the St. Louis Rams sometimes. People are like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Okay, fine. LA, damn shit. There's still fans there."
Oh man. I'll say this. I'm nervous because their D line is fucking good. So if their D line plays good and make it hard on Mills, then they'll probably lose like bad, and they'll talk shit about Mills. But if they don't, and we hold up, their secondary is trash, and Mills will look good. So we'll see how that goes.
I think Devontae Adams gets suspended for pushing that cameraman for at least one game. I think it helps us get the win. I think Fairbairn kicks a field goal for the win.
So they won't have Devontae. Waller will probably be hurt. What was him, a hamstring? Yeah, he'll be hurt.
Yeah. Got stopped Jacobs, but I mean they did it last week with 2 running backs.
Word.
So
I mean, what was the other running back for the Raiders? Bolden. He played pretty good against Kansas City.
yeah. Yeah, it's true.
They check the ball down a lot to their running backs. So if we make those tackles, then we'll be fine, I think. What happened to Grenard? He didn't play the other day. I noticed that he wasn't there, and I was like, oh, I got to look that up, and then I forgot until right now.
God damn it.
Like, whoops.
But Mario Addison played. He did pretty good in his first game.
Yeah, he did. Man. Well, kind of glad we got a break. I got to focus all my focus on Astros and
True that. That helps. And maybe that's why they did that. Gave us that bye week. I think they should take the bye week and try to figure out where the fuck we can get another tight end from, because I mean, Jordan Akins bailed us out one time, but I'm not counting on that.
it literally feels like we don't play a tight end. Like, I know we do because for runs and everything, blocking on it, but geez, for like the offense, like
They should just go get Gronk.
I would love that. Anybody but OJ. OJ Howard's so lazy, bro. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You never look for the ball. You just run a route and collect a paycheck.
they can go trade for Logan Thomas of the Washington Commanders. No,
You would love that because then you could cheer for him all the time.
I would love it.
But he
because
would help us.
I know he would.
He's a
but
red
Nick,
zone threat.
You don't understand how much Nick loves Logan Thomas.
He is a big ass target, and literally, Mahomes uses Kelsey, Lamar uses Mark Andrews. How the hell do you not get your big target the damn ball, Carson Wentz? You
I
freaking
told
throw interceptions.
Calvin last week. I think, who was it? Yeah, Calvin, when we did the sorry ass fucking Broncos and Colts.
Yeah.
The Colts could use Logan Thomas.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's used to playing with a tight end. He don't have one right now.
He has Mo Alley Cox, who he's been throwing
Like I
touchdowns
said,
to.
Matt Ryan don't have a tight end.
I was just saying, that's who he throws the touchdowns to. It's the only person.
He's like somewhere down there, gives the fucking ball
Yeah.
back, but he dropped it.
I just want a tight end on our team that demands the ball in the middle of the field. So if Pep don't want to run plays around the middle of the field, or Davis Mills ain't passing it there, it's pretty hard to not pass it to somebody who's wide open in front of you. You know what I mean?
At least you know that one will catch the ball. OJ Howard gets in the back of the head. Freaking, some of them don't even run. I think one of them tripped last game. I'm like, jeez, man, like what the hell, dog?
I'm telling you, OJ Howard is so lazy to me. I can't. See, you never turn your head for the ball, ever. That's like the number one indicator to the quarterback that you want the ball. It's just to look at him, and you never do it, so you don't want the ball. Fucking bum.
All right, well, fuck it. Time for Rockets. I love October. We got sports galore. Houston Rockets, not much still. It's still preseason.
I'll say this though, we played pretty much Jalen Green and a bunch of role players against the starters for Toronto. We fucked them up.
Yeah. Jalen Green has took in a step, it looks like.
I'll tell you what that fool took. He took a fucking dub. He took barbecue and fried chicken and tacos to the next level because that boy put weight and muscle on.
It's kind of, I can't wait to see. I mean, it's preseason, so you don't play your full potential. You don't want to get hurt. You have people that are in and out because of a little rolled up ankles and this and that. But seeing him play at this level where he's doing moves, he dropped Victor Oladipo in that Miami game. He showed up again. Toronto couldn't stop the boy. He was just hitting threes like crazy. And then Kevin Porter Jr., he's playing for a contract, and he's been balling too as a backcourt. Tari Eason comes in off the bench, and I honestly think he's going to get a starting role at some point the way he's playing.
I don't think that there's a spot for him as a starter, and I don't think he gives a fuck. Because if you told him he's still going to get the same amount of minutes and probably finish games, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. I could tell you what else I learned from just watching 3 games. Really 2, because Deshaun didn't play in the last one. Tata is the backup point guard on this team.
Yeah.
He took that job in the first half of the first game, and I like it.
I mean, you like Ty though, don't you?
Yeah, because he's just a hooper. Deshaun Nix is old school. The ball sticks.
Yeah,
Ty's moving it.
I think they released 2 people. I mean, I think it was Mo Harkless, which we kind of already expected that.
Yeah, he's kind of old.
Yeah, he's old already. And then it was people in the deal that we got for Oklahoma, so I wasn't really too.
We cut Maladon.
I believe so. Yeah, it was.
I didn't like how Derek Favors looked in a Rockets uniform either. That was.
Hell no. I think we need to trade him.
I cut that fool too.
I'll trade it. It's like fantasy football. I try to see what I can get before I drop your ass. But if nobody's calling, then I'm gonna drop you. I mean, it really was a cat move, so I kind of wasn't too worried.
You got to think about it though. I don't need all these big men because at some point when it comes to like small ball, Jabari's my 5. Sengun might not even be on the floor. True. I mean, I guess he could because Jabari can guard anything, but if that motherfucker's 7 foot tall and he could shoot like that, name another center who plays like that. Big Cat, but he'd be more athletic than Big Cat.
Yeah, and I don't hate him like I do Big Cat.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
I don't get the guy crying on the floor and shit. Oh, they waived Theo Maladon.
No, I bet you the Lakers pick him up.
Probably.
The Lakers and the Knicks.
And then Mo Harkless. Those are the 2 that they.
He'll probably go back to Portland. Every time he gets cut, he goes back to Portland.
Well, preseason in soon.
What comeback was the best of the week so far? U of H, the Texans, or the Astros?
Fucking Astros.
Astros got to be top. The emotions of October, I feel. I think, even though it was a surprise, I honestly feel the Texans one because you kind of just felt they were going to lose no matter what. Like as a surprise factor,
I'm going to go with the Astros only because I would say that you could argue that the Jaguars lost that. We didn't win that, but we won today. The Astros won. There was nothing they could have did about it.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say Astros 1A, Texans 2B.
No, I think U of H might be number 2, bro.
I give up on U of H, bro. They could come back against the freaking LA Rams, and I'd probably be like, good fuck. I'm waiting for basketball.
Yeah, for real.
I had to give up a sport. I had to give up a sport in U of H. I'm sorry, go Cougs, but I had to give you up, bro. You were sacrificed in this movement. I will sacrifice the Texans to get the first round pick for my Astros.
Yeah, true that.
I'll sacrifice my Rockets to get Victor Wembanyama for the Astros.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
How many more wins do you think the Texans get, like, realistically?
I said like 3. I think they'll get some. There's gonna be some teams that underestimate them for sure.
I think we'll beat the Commanders.
Yeah.
I think we'll beat the Titans once.
Yeah. All I want after that is either that Cleveland win or that Cowboys win.
I kind of want them both.
I want them both, but which one do I want?
Man, will we really be shooting ourselves in the foot if we win 5 or 6 games?
Probably. I mean, the thing is, though, you have money next year. So, yes, you want to you want a first round pick that's closer to the bottom, but if the talent is there, I don't want to, advise them not to play at their highest potential, because then that means the rebuild's going in the path you want it. You're moving forward into the right path. It sucks because, of course, if we're going to lose, I want to lose at the best way I can and get that first pick and the best player.
It's going to be even better next year because you'll get rookies that you're not using this year, like Michi. So it'd be like an extra pick.
Yeah.
Michelada.
But it depends, like, if there's a quarterback or, say, a outside pass rusher from the University of Alabama that you really, really want, but you're, like, in the 7th spot, do you trade your pick and Cleveland's pick to get it?
Maybe.
Do you?
I think I do. To get Will Anderson, I do.
Yeah. I mean, if it's the quarterback you think, yeah, I would.
The fucked up part is like I haven't really found multiple people who agree on who the quarterback is. You know what I'm saying? If you go ask 10 Texans fans that want a new quarterback who they should draft, I guarantee you, like, it'd be like 4 different quarterbacks come up.
Mm-hmm. Every day I hear freaking people. I still hear people talking about we should have got Baker Mayfield and thing. I'm like, y'all, whatever some of y'all are smoking is, y'all need to go
Pass that shit.
Like, there's people that are like asking for every single thing. I mean, you got people that are asking for quarterbacks not even coming out in the draft, I'm sure, and I'm like, geez, dog, like, it's let the college season play out.
I just want to say this. Like, when was the last time, like, early drafted quarterbacks panned the fuck out? Like, there's more bad ones than good ones. So I'm not chasing that quarterback. I really ain't.
I mean,
when you have players like Will Levis, Jeff Sims from Georgia Tech, you wait a year and you get Caleb, what's the dude from Tennessee? Caleb something. That dude's fucking good.
I mean, it's the truth. Look at, the teams that have made it into the playoffs and pretty much won and dominated have Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. You got who on the other side? I mean, you have
Lamar, number 30.
Yeah. You have Aaron Rodgers on the other side. Tom Brady,
number 30.
Yeah.
Brady, 6th round.
And that's why, I understand that the first pick is, the first pick, and we got that. But we look at who came out: Trubisky, Fields, Watson. They're not like
Lawrence.
Oh my gosh,
Wilson,
these guys are
Pickett.
Lamar was a freaking I believe a 3rd round pick or something like that. Like,
I'm gonna retract my statement from No, Lamar was the last pick of the 1st round.
Yeah, he was the last pick. Yeah.
I don't want him on our team no more.
I was gonna ask you that.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't like how he played the other day. Like, I feel like he gave up on the team. Like, he didn't give up on the team, but he's still playing for himself first.
I think he wants the fuck out of there, and they know it, and he knows it, and he's just like, whatever.
It's like, that bitch could have scored multiple times, and he's like, that's not the same Lamar. That's not MVP Lamar.
I do. If we were to give him a contract, and I would have to know all the variables of why you did it and all that stuff. Because, looking at the Watson thing, everybody was on Watson's side. Like, oh, man, they're treating him bad, this and that. He doesn't want to play for him. And then all the real shit came out of why the hell we really want to get out of Houston. And then everybody kind of just died it down like, he's kind of messed up for doing this. And it's like, no, keep your same energy, motherfucker. Keep your same energy there. And I want to know, what happened in between those talks of, hey, I want a max contract. Like, yeah, I don't know if you're worth it.
What happened was Deshaun got a max contract.
Yeah.
That's what happened. He's like, fuck, now I got a max. If he thinks that he's better than that guy and that guy got this, then I got to fucking pay more than that. And then they're like, we're planning on doing that.
Yeah, it's like,
we got a problem.
You want a Kyle Murray?
Yeah.
Contract? You want a Jimmy Garoppolo contract? Hey.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just don't like playing that style. I think he kind of wants to play for like a Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
McVay, somebody young like that. He's like, I don't want to fuck with this old football.
It would make sense the way that the sport's going in that direction. You see the younger coaches coming in and the players kind of gravitating towards them. And
That's why I think the Texans should just chill. Like, unless you want, like, if there's somebody you absolutely want or you want Will Anderson, there's a bunch of teams that need quarterbacks that suck. And I would let them fools get to panicking first.
Yeah. Talent, I think, is the main thing. You have to go. If you're gonna.
I just have a feeling because I know how they are and what they got. Seattle's gonna do something stupid to get a. They're gonna do something to get in a top 2 pick. Watch. You just watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And Gino is playing. Amazing over there. So.
But that just means the system is good. It was Russell Wilson that sucked.
Yep. So they're gonna get one of those guys.
They're like, y'all wanted us to let Russ cook, but this bitch only want microwave food. So.
Oh man. All right, well, Texans, you're on bye. Rockets, keep it up. I believe we have a few more preseason games we get to enjoy till the real deal, Holypool. And then Astros, man, just get a win, rest up.
Hey, good job by your cousin today.
Yeah.
Need to get his jersey.
I was gonna wear my Astros jersey too, but it's got a stain on there that won't come
Regular
out.
season starts in 7 days. I don't know.
NBA?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. All my focus is
Astros.
Baseball. Well, you got anything else to add? Pretty much covered that one. Go Dash, I guess, but not as much as Astros.
I don't have enough support for all of you fuckers.
Yeah,
right now.
let's keep it here, y'all. Y'all made it this far, man. Make sure y'all go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Make sure to look out for us. We may do a live one of these games, even though they keep giving us the damn day games and shit.
Yeah.
But we out, man.
Later.
Part 2.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.